Hello and welcome to the 7th edition of our Investment Insight series, Magellan Minutes. My name's Mark Jordan, Head of Retail at Magellan, and joining me today I have Adrian Lu, Investment Analyst in our technology team. Welcome, Adrian.
Hi Mark, good to chat.
Today we'll be discussing the developments and opportunities in artificial intelligence, or AI, who the frontrunners are, and what the opportunities for growth are into the future. Adrian, last time we spoke back in March in the Magellan Minutes series, you spoke about ChatGPT and the rapid advance in that technology. What's occurred since then in relation to ChatGPT and artificial intelligence?
Yeah, there have been a lot of developments, Mark. We certainly feel that every day as we try to keep abreast. It's a bit like drinking out of a fire hose sometimes, but I'd say the rate of development has actually been accelerating. If you look at the scientific community, there's been a tremendous amount of progress and discovery in many areas, like improving large language model efficiency, improving the ability of models to perform reasoning-based tasks, or their ability to handle content outside of text, things like audio and visual data, multilingualism, the list really goes on. So if you look also aside from that towards the hardware enablers, the semiconductor industry has also been evolving and innovating at a very rapid clip. We've already seen new generations of chips designed to perform AI computing from companies like NVIDIA and Alphabet. And there's actually also a global shortage at the moment in these AI chips, most notably the GPUs, which are needed to run these massive AI models. So I think that speaks to just how much demand there is for companies to invest in what could be a potentially large opportunity. And then if I look over to the software side of things, there's been, again, a lot of innovation velocity happening on the software and cloud side. And there are a lot of companies to name here, but in particular, I would say you've got here Microsoft with OpenAI, and then you've got Alphabet, both of whom are releasing and developing new products. It feels like there's something new coming out every single day. So here I would say they're both pretty neck and neck in terms of this race for AI leadership.
Let's just dig a little bit deeper into Microsoft and Alphabet. Last time we recorded this, you spoke about Alphabet and how there'd been some concerns that perhaps they'd fallen behind in the AI space. And you made a comment that you thought that this criticism was not warranted. Where are Alphabet at today in relation to AI, and what developments have they pushed through?
Well, last time I spoke about how, in spite of what you might call early slip-ups on the marketing and communications side of things, Alphabet was, and is for that matter, still very much at the forefront of AI research and development. These guys employ some of the best AI and deep learning scientists in the world. They have a massive consumer and enterprise platform on which to deploy their AI. And they even develop their own AI chips, which is a very difficult endeavor and a very expensive one, but they can do it because they've got the scale and the experience to make it work. Now, you're right, there had been a lot of vocal concerns that Microsoft with its Bing search engine, with ChatGPT, would start to erode Google's very dominant and very profitable search business. But through the initial excitement, what we've seen in the month since is that Google's search share is basically unchanged. And I think we can make a couple of observations from that. On one hand, I think it's evidence of just how difficult it is to disrupt Google search. But on the other, it may also be a function of us still not quite yet figuring out the right way to insert conversational AI into search. And I think that will be figured out in due course. It may be Google that does that figuring out, but I wouldn't rule out Bing either in this race. And then if you look beyond that, Alphabet hasn't stood still either. They've continued to advance the cutting edge with new models like Gemini. They've released a new generation of their own AI chips, and they've significantly expanded the amount of AI services on their Google Cloud platform, which has actually now become the preferred, well, I'd say the most popular cloud destination for new AI startups. So they're pretty well positioned.
And on Microsoft, are there implications for them and what they're trying to do with AI?
Yeah, so for Microsoft, what I would say is, look, I wouldn't rule out their opportunity for search market share. But what I would also say is that unlike Google, it's really not core to our investment thesis for Microsoft. What matters a lot more for Microsoft is their opportunity in enterprise software and cloud. And on that front, I've been really impressed with just how quickly the company has been moving to market to capture some of this opportunity. You will have seen the launch of Microsoft 365 Copilot. It's on limited release. There's a wait list. There's a lot of interest to try the product. Now, Copilot is an AI assistant built on the same underlying technology as ChatGPT and augmented with Microsoft's own AI to provide a very useful productivity tool for its users. And for those listeners, I'd recommend checking out one of the demos on YouTube. It's really quite impressive in what this thing is able to do from just a simple text prompt, like creating an entire marketing deck or following up on a sales lead, summarizing a meeting or generating data visualizations. There's just so much it can do. So it's quite interesting to see how people will end up using this product. And Microsoft's announced pricing for Copilot at it's US $30 per seat. And look, it remains to be seen just how much the uptake will be. But just to give you a sense, you can make pretty modest assumptions that even with a 3% uptake in its user base, that could lift Microsoft's commercial 365 revenue by 10%. So it's a great example of Microsoft's ability just to capture and monetize new innovations. And Microsoft's, of course, continued to innovate and infuse AI into its broader products. Like Alphabet, it's also expanded the AI services on its own Azure cloud platform, which is now starting to actually be a contributor to its overall growth. So we're pretty excited about the opportunity here for Microsoft.
Any final thoughts or comments on AI?
Well, as a final thought, I would say at this point, we're still pretty early in the opportunity. Things are moving so quickly that it's difficult to predict just how this uptake will progress and over what time frame this is going to occur. But we feel pretty comfortable that our portfolio is positioned to capture on this AI opportunity across a range of scenarios through our cloud leaders like Microsoft, Amazon, and Google, through our enterprise software beneficiaries like SAP and Intuit, and of course the hardware enablers, namely ASML. I think it's safe to say that the rate of progress is certainly not slowing down, and I'm sure there will be a lot more for us to talk about when we sit down again next time.
Thanks, Adrian.
Thanks, Mark.
And thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact one of the Magellan distribution team members. And please feel free to share this video with clients and colleagues.